Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to give you a crash course on how to build and design your Shopify store from scratch. I'm going to show you all the tools that you need as a beginner to accomplish that, okay? And as a bonus, I will be providing this PDF for free as a freebie, guys. So below the video in the description box, you're going to find the link to download it for free, guys. So definitely go ahead and grab it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, so the first thing, obviously, you need to create a store. You need a Shopify account, and to do that, I'm making your life really easy, guys, and I will be dropping a super secret link below the video which will bring you to this Shopify landing page, okay? And here we have a really awesome offer where you can try Shopify first of all for 3 days for 100% free, and then you're only going to be paying $1 a month for the next 3 months. So each dollar $1, so each month $1, so paying basically $3 throughout all 3 months. So $1 per month, guys, for the next 3 months, to be clear, okay? So definitely go ahead and grab this link because it's never been cheaper than this to start a Shopify store as a beginner, guys. All right, so then you need to choose a theme, okay? You have a couple options. So when you create an account, you will basically end up on something like this, which is basically Shopify's main dashboard. And this is where all the magic happens, right? So you can add your products, you can create collections, right? You're gonna see your metrics once you start getting those super awesome sales, guys. You're gonna see your conversion rates, your add to cart rates. It's gonna be a really, really cool experience, guys. So definitely stick around because I want you to make that Shopify store and start making money, guys, okay? So this is how it looks when you just start off. Obviously, you don't have too many things here. So you're gonna go here to online store, and essentially, by default, you will have a Dawn theme installed, okay? Which looks something like this. So this is the default Shopify Dawn theme. It comes pre-built, and by default, they're gonna give you that as the default Shopify theme. It's really nice. It's really fast. Honestly, there's not too much to it. It's very plain and does the job in a sense. And you can see kind of a more Shopify themes from the popular free themes library here. But again, most of the Shopify themes are pretty plain and they don't have too many conversion driven elements, right? So I'm talking about sticky add to carts, right? Pop-ups, awesome bars, volume discounts, all that cool stuff that actually drives your conversion rates. None of that is included with the Dawn theme, right? So I actually have a solution for that for you guys as a beginner, and it's called Shopify theme from Debutify or the Beautify AI-powered Shopify theme. So what it does, it comes with all of these elements built in. So they essentially have close to, I believe at this point, already like 100 plus widgets, and think of widgets as a Shopify apps built in with the Debutify theme, right? So we have basically before and after, cart countdown timers, testimonials, contact forms, you have FAQs, even custom code if you want to do that. Facebook testimonials, featured image, guys. Guys, the list is enormous. It's gonna take me until tomorrow to list every single widget in here. So that's kind of the point. And Dawn theme has literally not even a single widget built in. You will need to pay for it, okay? So if you want to have volume discounts or sticky add to cart, you will need to pay $3 to $4 or even $10 for each of the Shopify apps. And then imagine if you have like 20 apps, each is like $10, you're paying like close to $200, if not even more, just on Shopify apps, okay? Where the Beautify theme comes with all this built in. So just to kind of walk you through here, guys. So we have the really cool hero section, just change your images. So when you download the template from the Beautify, so all the sections are already laid out for you. So the only thing you need to do, create collections, add them, or basically link them, which is really easy. Just click on the featured collection section here, and then you will basically choose the collection that you want to link it to here. From the collection, you're just going to choose your collection and you're going to see all your products in here, but all the structure layout will be already pre-made for you, and it's already optimized out of the box, so you can start getting sales and conversions the minute you launch, as long as you have a good product and good marketing strategy, guys, okay? And by the way, I'm leaving a link to the Beautify theme, so just get this PDF, guys, and click on the Beautify theme here, and it's going to bring you to their homepage, okay? And if you want to see all the available templates, just go here to demo, and you're gonna see all the available templates here: baby and kids, fashion, apparel, like bunch of cool templates. Just guys, look how nice they look. So even if I open this one right here, everything is like really nicely optimized. You have these scrolling banners, fully optimized for mobile device, which is really important, guys, in 2025. 70% of DTC traffic is coming from mobile, guys. So definitely check out the Beautify. You can start for free, guys, for 7 days, guys. There's a trial available. So definitely, guys, try it out. All right, guys, so once you have that Shopify team, whichever you chose, guys, done or Debutify, and again, if you have any questions about, side-by-side comparisons for both of the teams, drop a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to explain you in more technical details if you want to. Don't be shy, guys, leave a comment, and I'll answer anything that you have. All right, so next up, we have adding products. So obviously, you can't have a Shopify store with a product because you're not selling empty space unless you are into NFTs. That may be the case. You can be selling like pixels and dots if that's the business model, guys. But if you're a DTC brand owner, then definitely product is something that you want to add to your Shopify store. And to do that, it's actually really easy, guys. So I'm going to go back to my Shopify admin here, and to add product, literally, I'm gonna go to products, and here on the right corner side, I'm gonna see this little button that says add product, and that's exactly what it does, okay? So I'm gonna click on add product, and here are a couple of mandatory things that you need to add in here. So you need, number one, title. You need a title for that. Description, which is basically product description, right? You can talk about the benefits, how it's solving the consumers' pain points, right? So addressing the pain points of consumers, that's kind of the most common and the best way to approach your product descriptions. You don't want to create a description that's like a page long with just like featuring product features and talking about specifications and technical aspects of the product. Nobody cares about it unless you are maybe selling electronics or maybe gaming devices. That's more technical. But if we are selling like fashion and more common things, you want to connect with the consumer's psychology, and you want to make sure that the copy that you're presenting to the consumer is addressing the pain points, right? Because for example, a hoodie or jeans, you can't really resolve a pain point in a sense, right? So you need to think about how you're gonna present that as a story, right? So when we're selling fashion store, your copy will be, story driven, narrative driven, okay? You're not gonna talk about features of the jeans and how well it's stitched. Well, it could be maybe somewhere hidden in accordion where you talk about the materials. But again, you will need to decide how you're gonna approach the copy. And it will depend on the product type that you're selling. If it's fashion, then we are focusing on psychological and emotional drivers on the consumer side. If it's something more casual, electronics, right, or something like day-to-day phone cases, right, then we're going to use a different, more future-focused and pain point-focused language. And I would say pain point language would be more appropriate maybe for, wellness devices, maybe like those massage guns, or maybe if you are into like, I would say creams or serums, right, for people who are struggling with acne, right? So again, that's going to be a pain point, right? So if somebody's struggling with acne, you want to make sure that you address these pain points in your copy, but without overwhelming the consumer with a bunch of text, guys. Okay, so again, guys, that's a crash course on Copy 101, guys. If you want to have more detailed course on how to write a copy for a Shopify store, drop a comment, guys, and I'll be more than happy to create a separate video on that. All right, guys, next up, we have media. You definitely should add some images because without images, well, you're gonna have like just empty product page. And again, you're not selling thin air or white blank space. Definitely add some images. My suggestion, always go with something simple for the main product image. Make sure it's on a nice white background, unless you're selling more lifestyle products like, again, jeans or hoodies. Then you want to go with lifestyle images, okay? Maybe showcasing somebody wearing the jeans or hoodie outside in in the nature, or maybe in a more city setting, right? So it will really depend. You will need to do competitor analysis to kind of see what kind of a imagery or image style is the best option to go with for your niche. But yeah, definitely add images. That's important. Choose a category. This is important for Google to classify your product correctly, because that's going to go on a organic Google search. So people are going to see the product on Google eventually, not right away. So for Google to classify your product correctly, make sure that you choose correct category, make sure to set a price, and then set a quantity, right? Because otherwise, if you don't set quantity, what's going to happen, the product will show as out of stock on your product page. So set anything, 10, 20, 50, whatever is the actual quantity that you have on hand. Or if you're drop shipping, this is going to be handled by your drop shipping application like AutoDS, DSers, CJ Dropshipping and all those dropshipping applications. They're going to handle all of that for you in the background. And then you can also add shipping if you're doing it in-house. If you're planning to do the packaging and the labeling, then you will do that based on your carrier settings and options available. And then obviously do the search engine listing. This is important for SEO, for organic SEO. So for example, if you go on Google and search for men's jeans, when you see the organic, not the paid result, organic stuff is basically coming from here. So page title and meta description, make sure that you address whatever would be the consumer intention that they are searching for on Google search. So they're searching for, daily comfortable jeans for women, then make sure that this and this, resolves or answers that query, okay? In simple terms, guys, okay? That's essentially a crash course on basics of SEO. All right, guys, customized design. So it's gonna be a bit of a pain point in a sense if you are doing that manually. So if I go back to this Shopify theme where we are using done, you guys are gonna see there's not really much you can customize, right? So for example, if I click on this hero section, there's not too much you can do. You can add images, you can have some opacity, you can change the size of the banner, which is cool, pretty standard, nothing insane. You can change the layout for a mobile device. For example, if we go here, you guys can see it's gonna go like left and right, but it's not really doing that because I'm changing it on the desktop. So I need to go back to desktop. So we're changing the CTA from left to right or center, okay? And then we have the mobile, and that's about it, guys. So not a lot of things available, where if I go, for example, with the Beautify, guys, let me go to online store again, and I'm gonna click on customize here. And if I click on the hero section from the Beautify, you guys are gonna see how extensive it is in a sense what you can do. So everything is breaking down into blocks. For example, each of these elements is a block, meaning that you can individually customize it and do pretty much a lot of cool design things without being a designer or developer. You can drag and drop it. You can adjust each of the blocks individually. And guys, look at all the options you have here, right? So you can have individual image, for desktop image, for mobile image. You can align the text. You can even add a video if you want to, right? You can align all these boxes and text individually. One is left, one is right, one is up and down. Obviously, that's gonna look weird, but just kind of make my point across the room. You can customize each of the elements individually without touching a single line in the code, guys. And that applies to all the sections, all the collections, so everything is fully customizable. Drag and drop literally everything, guys. This ensures that your Shopify store is probably more unique than your competitor who is using Done theme. Okay, guys, I think we covered this one. This kind of goes to creating an account. I'm not sure why I put the slide here, but anyways, to create an account, guys, definitely use that landing page I shared with you guys at the beginning. All you need to do is just enter your email. Then you can skip onboarding. It's not really needed. There's some information that you can always fill in. So skip the onboarding. You don't need to select the plan in a sense that you won't be charged for that way. If you guys remember, it's going to be only $8 for the next 3 months. So you will need to choose a plan, but you won't be charged for it immediately. Okay, Shopify will only charge you $8 for the next coming 3 months. So if you don't want to be charged, make sure to set a reminder. But I'm sure 3 months is more than enough to kickstart your Shopify store and get those first sales for a Shopify store, guys. You can do it. I believe in you. All right. So then you can enter business details. Really the basics, you just need to enter your address and the payment information because they're gonna still charge you $8 a month. And then also you will need to activate your Shopify Payments if you want to charge customers. Okay, I think that's one of the more detailed things that a lot of beginners forget, but it's really easy to do. You're just gonna go here, you're gonna go to settings, then you're gonna go to payments. And in your case, what's gonna happen here, it's gonna say activate Shopify Payments. I believe my other store has it. Let me just go back. And if I go to settings and if I go to payments, you're gonna see something like this. So either it's gonna say activate payments or Shopify Payments or complete account setup. So you just essentially need to enter your information, which is basically your name, email, phone number, address. And then it's gonna ask you to provide a phone bill or utility bill so it can cross-reference your identity to make sure that it's not like a spammy or scam account, okay? Really easy, guys. And usually that gets approved in like seconds the minute you submit it. Okay, so the basics of the building your Shopify store in terms of design. So add slideshow or image banner, okay, you don't need to think about it if you are using Debutify, because they already have all of that once you download their template. And the cool part, you can even use their AI store builder, guys. So if you go to Debutify and create an account, they're gonna have an option that's called AI store builder. So you can literally ask the AI to build a layout for you, right? And when I say layout, meaning like header, hero section, obviously without images and everything, you need to add those yourself, and obviously not the products. It's not going to do that. None of the builders do that. You will need to source and find your own product, okay? Because you don't want to go with a product that everybody else has. Make sure to do research, calculate your margins, and make sure it makes sense for your business logic to have this product, and kind of forecast the possible pros and cons, right? And also make sure that it fits in your marketing strategy, guys. That's a big one. But again, for designing the store, layout, sections, blocks, guys, once you download the Beautify, all these sections and layouts are pre-made. All you need to do is plug and play your products, collections, and your images, guys, and that's literally it. Let's talk about the editor a little bit. So just kind of you get a bit of a technical learning as well about Shopify. So if I go to Shopify here, this is called a Shopify customizer. This entire thing right here is a Shopify customizer. So on the left side, you're gonna have all the sections and the blocks, or basically the building blocks of your Shopify store. And on the right side, you're gonna have the settings of these sections and blocks. So once I click on any of these right here, for example, slideshow, I'm gonna have all these settings and options that I can change or modify or customize for this specific section, okay? And then here on the left, on the vertical bar, we have theme settings. So here we can adjust SEO settings, integrations, right? You can have all your widgets, or basically all the setting level options and configurations will be in the settings tabs here. And if we click on app embeds, essentially this lets you embed third-party Shopify apps from the Shopify app store, so you can use them directly in your Shopify store, for example, okay? It can be also widgets, it can be like testimonial like apps, it can be pop-ups, bunch of other stuff, guys. So whatever you see on the Shopify app store, it will usually have their own embed that will be embedded directly into your Shopify team. So the crash course on sections and blocks. So these are essentially sections. So these ones right here, these are sections. And if I click on it, it's going to expand blocks that are part of the section. Okay, so think of the section as the parent container, and each of these sections contains blocks which are essentially children. And children are sort of the building blocks of the inner section, right? So this is section, all this thing around the section, and the section contains these blocks which are subtitles, titles, and CTAs, and any other element really. And then really, guys, the basics. I kind of gave you the crash course already for all these ones, but if you want to go into details and really make sure that you go through each of these steps, make sure to download this PDF, because I will be, just a reminder, guys, I will be attaching this PDF for free in the description box below the video. So go through all these slides if you want to, guys, and you're gonna get some more insights and learnings as a beginner. And that's a wrap, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, because that really helps the channel. It helps me to push out more videos on a weekly basis, so you can always learn something new about Shopify. And as always, I'm gonna wish you success in your Shopify business. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. If not, I'm gonna see you next time.